Hi, this is Dr. Tony D from Elev8 Chiropractic in Ames, Iowa. And with the ongoing COVID-19 crisis, many people have moved into a work-at-home scenario, and I have gotten quite a few questions on how to set yourself up at home to properly take care of your body while you are needing to work from home right now. Now, for the purposes of this video, I am assuming that you're working with a laptop, as most companies probably did not send you home with a desktop box and a monitor for you to set up in your own home office. You were probably sent home with a laptop, or you're using a computer that you already have at home. And based on sales figures and just kind of how the culture is going right now, you more than likely, your computer at home is also a laptop. So I would like to share with you 5 tips for surviving work at home while using a laptop. Tip number 1, even though it's called a laptop, don't use it on your lap. That also falls into don't use it in bed, and also don't use it on the floor. So when you use a laptop, especially on the lap, it's going to increase the stress on your neck because you are constantly going to be looking down at it. Now, if you assess your situation at home, or you're just tired of working with it in certain spaces and you're like, I just want to crash on the couch and use the laptop a little bit, that's fine, but you want to mitigate some of that a little bit. And by that, I would say you can raise it up from your lap a little bit by putting the laptop on top of a book, a 2 to 3 inch binder, a pillow, a folded blanket, something that's going to lift the machine up for you just a little bit. You want to watch soft things. Another tip I've seen is you want to watch soft things like pillows or the blanket. That can affect heat circulation with the fans on some laptops and can cause it to overheat, which wouldn't be great. Second tip, stand more than you sit. A laptop is insanely mobile, which means you can place it on things like a countertop, your kitchen island, and one of the most things I saw that I was like, yeah, that's a great idea. You can put it on top of an ironing board to work. So use that portability, mobility to your advantage and spend more time standing than sitting. If you're going to stand for prolonged periods of time, I always suggest to people to stand in a staggered foot stance, meaning you want to stand with one foot in front of the other, and you can swap that back and forth as needed. It's going to keep a little more spring in your knees, and it's going to help protect your lower back because we have a tendency when we stand with our feet square for a prolonged period of time, we get lazy and start arcing our back, which isn't good for the lower back. Tip number 3, if you are going to sit, find the best chair that you possibly can. And by best chair, that means a chair that's going to hold you comfortably in an upright or slightly reclined position. You also want to make sure that your feet are contacting the floor. So if they're not, put a book or prop underneath so that your feet are contacting the floor. And for further support of your lower back, you can roll up or fold a towel or place a pillow behind your lower back for more support. Tip number 4, take breaks every half hour. And this is twofold. Number 1, you need to give your eyes a break when looking at screens. So you want to make sure that you're getting away from all screens, period. So that's not transitioning from, I'm taking a break from work and now I jump on my phone. That means get away from screens for a period of time and choose to focus on things that are further out in your field of distance versus looking at something very close to you to relieve eye strain. And the second part of that is just physically, you need to get up and move around. We're not designed to be sitting in a fixed position for prolonged periods of time. So every half hour, get up, move around, focus on things to take the strain off your eyes. And tip number 5, hook up an external keyboard and mouse to your laptop. Even if you use the other 4 tips, fundamentally, a laptop by design forces you to compromise. Every step that you take to optimize the height of the screen is going to change the position of your arm, of your shoulders, upper back, and wrist, which will increase the stress to those areas. And then every measure you take to then go the other direction, like I'm trying to optimize to keep my upper back and shoulders and optimize my wrists, is going to end up increasing the stress on your neck. If you can, hooking up a keyboard, an external keyboard and mouse to your machine is going to give you vastly more flexibility to be able to optimize that scenario and optimize your workspace in whatever crude workspace you're cobbling together to your body. And just the big thing over all of these tips, and my last point I would share with you today is just remember, perfection is an illusion. You have to just do your best right now. And understand that in this situation for a short time period, good enough is good enough for right now. Now, if you would happen to aggravate or run into new issues, even through this public health crisis, we at Elev8 Chiropractic are here to help you as well. So no, we've got your back if you need it, but otherwise, just do the best that you possibly can. If you found this video helpful, please share it with those who find themselves in the same boat right now. And in addition, if there are any other topics that we could share information about, please feel free to ask away in the comments, because I am here to help and more than happy to share any information that I have with you. I hope this video finds you safe and well, and look forward to talking to you again soon. Thanks.